Anyways, without further ado here, we're gonna get this crazy fucker up here. We'll give you some laughs. Hey, Joe, to the stage, Sir Rocky.
Hey, how you doing out there? So is it cold enough out there for everybody? Cold? Anything interesting out there? It was so cold up there, I saw a dog wearing a cat. Since it's a comedy show, I'll start off with a little joke for you. A guy walks into a doctor's office and says, "Hey doctor, how do I look?" And the doctor says, "Oh, you look great, you're going to live to be 70. The guy says, "I am 70. He says, "See, what did I tell you?" I like those. I like your shoes. You tell a lot about someone by their shoes, where they've been, where they're going. Speaking of shoes, how did Germans tie their shoes? In little Nazis. Use that at work tomorrow, you will. Hold you back, I will not. Speaking of holding you back, what's metal and holds the Hulk back? Metal and holds the Hulk back. My zipper. I have a question off subject. I'm on the plane, and the pilot says we're going to be making up some time in the air, and I thought, isn't that interesting? They just make up time. That's why you have to reset your watch when you land. And of course, when they're saying that, obviously they'll be increasing the speed of the aircraft. So my question is, if you can go faster, why not just go as fast as you can all the time? Come on, there's no cops up here. Nail it, give it some gas, you're flying. I've been bartending quite a while. I was at the Hard Rock Cafe for a long time over at Universal, and that's where I learned many a lesson. One lesson was not to judge by appearance, because we all do that. We all look at someone and form an opinion when we see them. We all do it. And I learned a lot there by things like I can make a small adjustment and change my table image. Your table image is how you're perceived at a poker table. I'll make a small adjustment. So now I appear different. If I came to pick up your daughter, you would think differently, as opposed to a minute ago you might go, "Oh, okay," but now since it looks like this, you would change your table. And I had a guy walk up to the bar one time, tattooed up, both arms, all tattooed up to his neck to a point. And I made an opinion about him before he got there, and I was wrong. And I felt bad, and I knew I was wrong when he walked up to me and he said, "Hello, have you got a fizzy orange? Have you got a Fanta? Do you do Fanta? Have you got chips or fizzies for the kids? Do you do fajitas? Have you got fajitas?" Before I could answer him, the guy next to him started yelling at me. "Hey there, long hair. We need drinks over here. We need Jack and Cokes without ice. And we don't want to see you scooping any of the ice while we are sitting here." And before I can respond to him, the man next to him is yelling at me, "Excuse me, I need help with my menu, please. I can't see the words so good. Is it possible to get a menu with larger words?" "No." "Well then, is it possible then you could read to me the menu before?" And before I could answer that, the guy behind me yells, and I'm at Universal, and from behind me I hear, "Hi, Kermit the Frog here with a dry throat." And of course I turn around and there's Kermit the Frog in his green outfit needing a drink at Universal. I went clubbing recently. I haven't been clubbing in quite a while. And clubbing has changed quite a bit for me. And I have to tell you, I didn't get any. Baby seals are incredibly fast.
You suck!
Hecklers. You have to deal with hecklers in this business. And right back to table image, let me make an adjustment to deal with most of the heckling for the show.
Oh shit.
Here my heckling now for the show, usually. I'm going to teach you a few other things if I can, like true happiness. I never knew what true happiness was until I got married, and then it was too late. So you live and you learn. Having a girlfriend is much better than being married, no question. In fact, I can't wait to get home and rip off my girlfriend's panties. They're really tight on me. I went up to this Walgreens here at the corner of Hancock and 50 to buy some condoms, and the lady behind the counter says to me, "Oh, Magnums." And I said, "Yes." And she said to me, "Oh, these are $7.95 plus tax." And I said, "I don't need the tax. I'm going to roll them on." Walgreens. Excuse me, do you work for UPS? saw you checking out my package. I recently wrote a book. I've been around, I've seen some things, slept in dumpsters, gotten high with kings. And I wrote a book, and I wrote a book on penguins. I should have wrote it on paper. Kept slipping back into the water. What are you gonna do? I just got back from Jacksonville. Have you been to Jacksonville? Because I've driven through Jacksonville a number of times and never stopped. And this is my first time stopping in Jacksonville. And it was horrible. Horrible time in Jacksonville, walking down the main street, and everyone starts honking their horns at me, yelling out their fucking windows, "Hey faggot! Faggot, go home! Hey faggot!" And I tried to run, but my dress was really tight. Jacksonville. Not going back there. Excuse me, are you wearing Windex? Because I can see myself in your pants. You over there. Well, I have to get back to behind the bar, so I'm going to leave you with one final piece of advice. One thing I've learned, and that is the female orgasm is kind of like the Batcave. Very few people know where it is, and if you're lucky enough to find it, you don't know how you got there and you can't find your way back after you leave. There are two types of female orgasms, the real and the fake. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a man, we don't know. We do not know, because to man, sex is like a car accident, and determining the female orgasm is like being asked, what did you see after the car went out of control? I heard some screeching noises, I remember I was facing the wrong way at one point, and in the end my body was thrown clear. Thank you, good night.